Obviously, one that lets you pick the music at least.
All right, we do got small battlefield.
All right, there we go.
All right, two very floaty characters here. So I think anti-airing and just staying in advantage is going to be a really big thing, with both these characters not necessarily having the best landing options or the speed to sort of keep each other up. But I don't know, it's a bit tricky. Both of these characters have various projectiles that can be used to sort of zone each other out. And I want to just throwing hitboxes out since neither of these characters really have the speed to kind of like just play around mid-range that sort of like crazily. So
yeah, and Troll's going to have to be careful with his projectiles sometimes because Magnet is available. All right, Troll. I mean, Sora's one of the harder characters to gimp in general. But
yeah, that really big recovery. But yeah, I feel like right now we're just sort of like trading small hits here and there. No big combos coming off from either character.
Yeah, ultimately in this fight, it's going to be very much like who's going to get that first stock. That first stock is going to control a lot of the pace of the match.
Yeah, I could see. Ooh, wow, big counter coming out.
Counter, but luckily, I think because Ness kind of reeled back with his with the clank, he was able to recover.
I wonder if the stage might have like pushed Sora a little bit too.
Oh, that's possible. But that up smash is going to take it.
Yeah, and that's going to be huge for Skokie here. Taking the lead in a matchup like this, where things are a bit slower, makes keeping a lead a bit easier to maintain.
All right, but Troll Tactics really getting on that stock. I would assume at this point there's probably a couple setups that can lead to a stock. Probably a nair up air.
Yeah, and I think these offstage situations are going to mean a lot too. Ness not having the best offstage, and Sora having the really big recovery.
One of the biggest, honestly, in the game.
Yeah. But of course it goes both ways. Like Sora has a good recovery in terms of distance, but Ness has really good ledge trapping, and Sora with this low fall speed doesn't have a lot of options to get out of that. So right here, we can see Troll Tactics getting a little bit stuck. Let's see what he does to get out of here.
Yeah, he has been using a lot of that counter.
The counter's been working out really nicely, yeah. I think Skokie is in the mindset of trying to catch his movement with the lingering aerials because he hasn't time to react, but Troll Tactics is being really smart with that, using the counter to get out of that.
So I wonder if Skokie, I mean, I'm assuming he's probably going to adapt to that at some point and maybe delay the hitbox, but that counter is such a good move to throw off because it also kind of throws off it kind of stutters your recovery.
Yeah, it stutters the recovery and then also takes stage control. Like right there, the counter just sent Ness all to the right side and then neutral's completely reset off that, which is really good for Troll Tactics.
Okay.
Troll Tactics getting to 147%. Pretty much any hit will do it, and there it is.
Yeah, with like the snipe forward air right above the hitbox.
Yeah.
An up air. Alright, so yeah, Troll Tactics, I mean, at this point, I really don't think he wants to get any more like raw damage. He probably wants to get his setup and then make sure, I mean, obviously he doesn't want Skokie to do any more damage. That's just basic.
I feel like Skokie's doing a really good job of just keeping center stage control. I feel like whenever Troll Tactics seems to get the center stage, it typically resets pretty quickly. But on the other hand, I feel like Skokie is sort of staying in the center and then really fighting to have that space control to limit his options, which I think has been a big factor in why Skokie's been able to stay along for so long.
Yeah, but like you said, it really has just been. Oh, okay. It really has just been Skokie staying dead center stage, or at least like unless Troll Tactics is off stage. But this is doable for Troll Tactics for sure. This
is very doable. All it can take is one crazy gimp, and then Ness of course will suffer his recovery.
Yeah, luckily for Ness, I'm pretty sure if you counter the head of the PK Thunder, he'll be able to do another one. Because that weird like stun.
Yeah. I see Troll Tactics taking center of the stage more now. I think he's starting to sort of feel himself, getting into a pretty good position. Skokie's getting a little bit of trouble resetting, but that air dodge comes in clutch.
Yeah, but also I think Troll wanted to get a setup. Up air. Up B probably going to kill this percent. If bad DI.
There's a ledge trap. What does he get here? The rolls have been reversed, but Troll Tactics is getting that hit, resetting to a bad position for Skokie off stage.
Probably wants Blvd at this point.
I think Troll Tech is also looking for the back air. Oof, that back throw might do it. And the dash attack. On 15.
Bad DI.
The full rage too.
Yeah, well, that's true. That was really anyone's game at that point, though.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think it kept resetting when both players were at high percent. I was just waiting for the one big hit.
Yeah, neither of them really. They kept like trying to combo into their or setting up into like their big hit, but it didn't happen. But luckily for Maz, it's dash attack is a very good kill move. At that percent.
At that percent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not amazing one, but yeah.
Let's see. Did I see we're going back to small battlefield?
I believe so.
Okay, interesting pick. I did notice that Troll Tactics seemed to get visibly sort of more comfortable in his play. He, I feel like beforehand he was typically sometimes a bit scared to sort of like take stage control and push advantage, but we saw in that last stock there he almost like completely turned that game around by just standing his ground, starting to get those combos, staying in advantage. So I wonder if I were to guess what Troll Tactics is sort of thinking, I would assume that he's thinking, okay, I adapted pretty well, I was doing the right things, I know I've got it now, so let's run it back, replay the same scenario, I know how to play it now.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Troll just, his biggest goal should probably be to not be off stage that much. Because that was what Skokie was really getting his damage in, was just keeping Troll off stage.
Yeah. A couple of small exchanges here, but Troll Tactics being pushed off stage, which might lead to Ness combos here. Let's see. Counter once again being a pivotal part of Troll Tactics getting back on the stage.
Yeah, it's such an important tool in this matchup.
Especially if Ness is lingering aerials. It helps to be just a lot more projected. Also things like the PK fire right there.
Yeah, it looks like you can just straight up do the PK, do the counter out of the individual hits of PK fire, which that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like last game. Right now, it's the first stock is probably going to make a big difference.
Big fight for stage control. I see both players doing things like throws off stage rather than big combos or anything like that. I'm not sure if either of these characters are restricted with their combos off the top of my head based on their floatiness, but I think just both players are recognizing stage control is a really big thing in this matchup.
Oh yeah.
Could lead to the first couple kills here.
And they're both mixing up their recovery so well.
Yeah, there hasn't been any big hits off stage, which I think is why we've been going so long. Both these characters in 3 digits of percent.
Oh, not that big of a recovery.
Side B to get out.
Ooh.
Skokie looking for a grab.
Up. Gotta recover. Okay. Yeah, so this is really, it really is just whoever gets the first. That's not gonna. That move really takes it.
Might air dodge to ledge here. What does Skokie do?
Yeah, but Trolls. I mean, forward tilt really would just take out. There we go.
There it is. A dash attack once again. Full rage, 150%.
So deceptive with how strong it is.
Yeah. This one Sora back air might take it though.
Might have been able to get a forward tilt there.
Yeah, I've been seeing Skokie doing a lot of like the jump aerials off ledge. I think it's a bit tricky for Sora to cover this because if he does something like an aerial, it can be pretty committal compared to other characters due to that floatiness. But I think Troll Tactics catching it this time with the up air. So
yeah, that was definitely not supposed to be a forward smash for sure. I assume it's got to be a drop down forward air. But you know, we're in Chicago, we take those.
Just another one of these situations where Troll Tactics is stuck on the ledge. A counter coming out once again, almost saving him.
Almost saving him. Still off stage.
Time,
still off stage. Oh, now the counter gets him. He made it in.
Yeah, one thing that Troll Tactics is doing real well is that
he's dead.
Oh, that is tragic.
Might be dead.
Or not.
Okay.
Sora.
Yeah.
But, I see Troll Tactics playing very anti-grab, and it's part of why Skokie is taking Troll Tactics to some of these high percents. Like, Skokie isn't getting a lot of like these raw back airs or back throws that can kill Sora, and that's why we see Troll Tactics living at such high percents.
That was. Did he not have a jump? Maybe.
Maybe. I'm not entirely sure what happened.
I think he was trying to jump up air to smack away the thunder. But speaking of thunder, I was gonna say before he lost that stock that Skokie has gotten a lot better with kind of the spacing of thunder, And Troll's probably going to be careful about that. Maybe start doing Thunder away from him, because he definitely wants the Blizzard.
Yeah.
Blizzard's very big in this matchup. Fourth row.
One thing I'm also noticing is Skokie seems to be using a lot more PK Fire throwing projectiles. I think he's recognizing that Troll Tactics can't really kind of fire back because of that PK Magna coming in, absorbing a lot of the spells coming from Sora. But Troll Tactics taking the kill there. Once again, down to one stock with each player.
Yeah, but once again, Troll Tactics in the bad position right now. But hey, last time he was in this position, he did bring it back.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Troll Tactics being pushed off stage, which is not good for him. Gets the Blizzaga, but...
Yeah, I don't think Skokie expected... Oh. Didn't expect Troll Tactics to recover in that way.
Woo! Just barely dodging the yo-yo, but...
It's a very bad position for... Oh, that's it. I assume that's it. I should never assume
Once
that
again.
was Sora. Oh, that's it. That's definitely it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's living still. Come on. How many?
It's the Pro Tag energy.
Oh my gosh, any button will take out Troll Tactics at this point.
Yeah, and Troll Tactics is definitely playing scared of every hit.
Which he should be.
He definitely should be, but there it is, yeah.
And Troll Tactics living to, I think, what, 200% at the end there?
I thought it was a bit lower. I thought it was like
it probably was a little bit
160
lower.
or so, 180 maybe.
But, you know, Skokie moving on. Troll Tactics did get the big upset previously, so he's not going to be too upset about that, I'm sure. But, you know, it's winner's quarters. It looks like we're going to have Raven King up next.
Got Raven King.
The previous champion. Last week's. Yeah, the second. Yeah, that's right. I feel like Raven King is cursed with, like, I think he's won 2 lost ignitions, aka ones where we